Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we have an Amazon exclusive figure, the S.P.D. Omega Ranger with Uniforce Cycle from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Yeah, Hasbro finally gave us another S.P.D. Ranger. We had Shadow and Red, and now we have Omega. Hopefully we'll get the rest of the B Squad and the A Squad and Nova Ranger and even the Dream Sequence Orange Ranger. Don't forget Cat Ranger, of course. Yeah, S.P.D. is one of my favorite shows, and I just adore Power Rangers S.P.D. So whenever they release an S.P.D. Ranger, I'll be getting it right away. But yeah, this was an Amazon exclusive, and he comes with his cool Uniforce Cycle, which is very cool. They really did a good job on this guy. Came out alongside the Amazon exclusive Psycho Ranger 5-pack, which I didn't get because I already had 2 of them in it, and $100 all at once is kind of a lot. So I passed, and I'm going to hope they release them individually, which I heard they were. But let's take a look at the Uniforce Cycle itself. He actually fits pretty well on it. You know, it's got a spinning wheel. That's good. You know, it's got the wheel lock so you can display it standing up. You know, that folds up so you can roll it around, you know. But the wheel is actually kind of tight, to be completely honest, like for a wheel. It's loosened up a little bit because I heated it up, but yeah. And these also don't stay in very well. They fall out extremely easily, so be very careful. I might even glue mine in, just to make sure I don't lose them. I'd rather have them glued in than lost, you know? See, this one doesn't want to stay. Like, I just turn it sideways and then it's out. They just don't want to stay in at all. You also have to insert these, but they stay in incredibly well. He puts his feet on those. Got a little back for like doing wheelies. It's a little back wheel that also spins. You have screws on one side, but I don't really mind. You got a nice S.P.D. emergency. You know, great colors and stuff. I like the Uniforce Cycle. What I like even more is Omega Ranger himself. Yeah. Omega Ranger is pretty rad. Articulation-wise, he's about what you would expect. Up and down on the head, side to side on the head, all kinds of movement in the torso. Got that waist crunch, butterfly joint, up and down on the arms, forward and back on the arms, bicep swivel, double elbow bend. You also have a wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists. Then you have in and out on the leg, forward and back. You have a thigh swivel. You have a double knee bend, a boot swivel, up and down on the foot. And what's that? Why, I do believe that's an ankle pivot. Pinholes on the bottom of the feet, little peg holes. Not pinholes, peg holes. And he also has some extra articulation on this arm, because the morpher like spins around on his arm so he can get some certain poses out of it, and the morpher has an articulated piece as well. That's probably why it's not painted up, because they added those 2 points of articulation to it, and that took some out of the budget, so they couldn't paint up the morpher. Which is kind of sad to see that mostly blank morpher, but honestly I can deal with it. Plus this, like, it's great because, you know, he does all these hand charging abilities. So he like holds his hand out and then, you know, he like grabs this, so he can do those poses, which is pretty cool. And he sits on his bike just fine as well. But yeah, he does come with several accessories. 2 holding hands, left and right. And then he has the open palm hand for this hand. And on this side, you also get a 3rd hand, which is this energy hand, where he's charged up with the morpher and he's using all this energy. A lot more energy than on the Psycho Ranger hands. I happen to have Psycho Red handy here, and as you can see, it's much more energy. Completely different. Completely different. Very nice, though. You know, the Lightning Collection gotta have their energy effects. And don't forget the last thing, which is his little card. I think this is one of the cards that they store the villains in, maybe? Because it doesn't really look like the morpher. But I don't know, it could be the Morpher. But it's not very well detailed or anything, and there's no paint on it, not even a sticker. And it's incredibly small and easy to lose, which is why I'm actually going to put it in an accessory bag right now. It's so small, I actually almost forgot to even show it to you because I'm sitting here on this white table and it's a little white rectangle. So yeah, that is all the accessories and the bike and stuff, articulation. Now let's look at detail and paint. A nice blue, I really like the blue, it's kind of shiny, and a very metallic gold. You know, they didn't skimp on the gold. The belt's kind of gold, but not metallic gold. But it's metallic gold on the head. All around, fully painted on the back. You know, I love the head sculpt. I think it came out incredibly well. It's painted incredibly well. I really dig the figure. I think he's fantastic. Now we're going to size him up with some other Power Ranger figures. First up, let's show him with his own line, because that's what matters most in sizing. As long as a figure scales with its own line, it scales well. So here he is with the S.P.D. Red Ranger. Oh, careful. Oh, he's actually a little taller than maybe. And then here he is with the Ranger Slayer, so a TV Ranger and a comic book Ranger. She doesn't want to stand today. She stood in the last several reviews. There we go. So yeah, he looks pretty great with his own line. Since she doesn't want to stand, let's actually show off the Red Lost Galaxy Ranger instead. He looks great with his own line, and that's all you can ask for, you know? That's all you can ask for. So now let's check out some other lines. How about the current Beast Morphers line? Oh yeah, Blue Ranger and Drillroido. Drilltron. Drillroid in this Sentai. He's a tiny bit big for them, but it's really not bad. I displayed mine together, to be completely honest. I have my Lightning collection in the back, and then my Beast Morphers are more in the front, since they're a little bit smaller. But, you know, with a little forced perspective, you can get these to work. Let's just remove them. Show off the last few figures, like the Bandai Legacy GameStop exclusive Armored Red Ranger, or Dragon Shield Red Ranger, and the Sentai Hero Series Zuyo Whale. They're much too big for him, so that's not really going to work out. But I do want to show him with an SH Figure Arts, because there are lots of Super Sentai SH Figure Arts. There's actually the whole base team for S.P.D. exists as Figure Arts. Deca Ranger, technically. But there's no Omega Ranger, so if you want an Omega Ranger for your SH Figure Arts Deca Rangers, this is about how well he'll size. All my Sentai ones are in a fancy display, so I don't want to pull one out. But here's a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Amazon Neo Omega. And with some forced perspective, you can get it to work. Just like the Amazing and Metallics XD do. I mean, they do great jobs with their ACBA. Definitely check them out. So, what are my final thoughts on the amazing, the beautiful, Amazon exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection S.P.D. Omega Ranger with Uniforce Cycle? Well, I think they are pretty cool. I mean, I love Power Rangers S.P.D. And I love the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. It's probably my favorite toy line right now. I try to get all of them I can, even though I am behind. This Omega Ranger is done very well. I wish his Morpher had a little paint, but other than that, I cannot complain. For 30 bucks, this is actually quite the deal. So you're really paying $10 for the Cycle, $20 for the Ranger. And I think that's extremely fair. I think it's 100% worth the price. And I do encourage you to pick it up. Once again, it is an Amazon exclusive, so you have to give your money to Bezos if you want it. Or buy it for triple the price on eBay. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time when we review another Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure.